Hey baby, this is Rel. Welcome to the back of the classroom. Go ahead, hit the like button, get your attendance taken for the day, and let's get started. Today we're talking about Law 28 from 48 Laws of Power. Enter actions with boldness. You got to be bold. So the chapter pretty much touches on the topic where you shouldn't do anything if you're not sure. Right? Doubt and hesitation will infect your execution. If you ever play basketball and you hesitate with the shot, you kind of psych yourself out. If you're boxing, doing martial arts, if you're not sure about something, you hesitate. That hesitation, that split second of hesitation gives your opponent more time to think, strategize, and execute his own counter and then overwhelm you and then, put you down. So it's very imperative that you do not hesitate. If you're gonna do something, do it with boldness. That's something everybody should be well versed in. If you're not sure, stop, think, figure it out. But before you execute, be 100% sure that's what you're gonna do. Anybody who's taken an authoritative role, you gotta be bold. You gotta be sure, right? Nobody likes following somebody who's not sure. Nobody likes anybody who hesitates. Because if you're not sure, we're not sure. We don't like that. And then think about people who lie. Somebody can look at you in a straight face and tell you, yo, the light on my face is green. You can't tell? That type of energy will cause the most rational person. No, it's not. But there's a hesitation in their voice because you're so sure, you're so bold in what you said, you'll cause a rational thinking person to question his own intelligence. And depending on how bold the lie is, you might get them to look around and be like, well, maybe they see something I don't. All because your boldness made just you project so much security and self-assurance that you know what you're talking about. The other person might have to just do some type of research to see maybe they're missing it. And that's where the boldness comes in at. Lions, if you pay attention to National Geographics, when a prey hesitates, the lion starts to circle it, right? Because you hesitated, we know you have that. The lion knows there's doubt. And I'm no lion whisperer, but you pay attention to National Geographics and they kind of break it down, explain it for you. It taunts its prey, right? So the more it walks around you, the more scared you are, the more hesitant you are, to the point where once he attacks, you're like a deer in headlights. You don't move, you don't even think to run because you're already defeated mentally. And the lion knows it, he attacks. He doesn't have to run too far. And he gets to enjoy his meal because you were scared, right? Boldness strikes fear. Fear creates authority, right? How it goes. Going half-hearted into something digs you a grave twice as deeper. That took me some rationalizing to figure it out, but then I understood it and it makes sense. I connected the dots. And pretty much when you hesitating, your results become like twice as worse. It just doesn't work out for you the way you wanted to. And you gotta appreciate a book like this giving you this insight, because what happens is a lot of times nobody's gonna tell you this. This isn't we in the house chopping up on Thanksgiving dinner or holidays and we're just having these intellectual conversations and we're just saying, hey, listen, don't do this and don't do that and this is why and here go all these reasons and examples I can give you. A lot of times that ain't it. A lot of times your parents are gonna tell you to go figure it out. And without a blueprint, you're not even gonna know where to start. Right? So don't go halfway into anything. Don't go halfway into a situation. Don't be half-hearted into anything that you do, because the outcome is you'll dig a grave twice as deep. So hesitation creates gaps. Boldness obliterates them. Audacity separates you from the herd. The bolder you are, the more you will separate yourself from those who just aren't capable of doing certain things or executing certain things. And you want to be known as, if you're the leader type, this is for you. If you're not the leader type, then this is a good way to identify the leader type so you know who you should and should follow. But I also say do your own research. Know what it is you want to do. Know what it is that you want. Know what the results are that you want. And then when you find yourself a community of people who likes or go ahead and do those things, then you can link up with them and you can do those things with them. And then a person who's more knowledgeable, but when you did your research, somebody who's more knowledgeable who can give you tips on how to do this and how to do that. That person is a person you tend to follow because that person is going to give you examples, reasons, just cause, and not just because they told you to, but actual reasons and lessons that you can learn from it that you can pass on. All too often, people are squandering information and their ability to do things because they didn't learn any lessons from it. It was just given to them. So you squander it. Well, I can do without it because it was given to you. You didn't work for it. You didn't earn it. You didn't learn anything on why you should and shouldn't. So you're going to make a lot of mistakes and you're going to lose out on so much because you didn't earn it. You didn't work for it. It was just given to you. And you have no sense of leadership or guidance, or you're just hanging out with the in crowd because it seems like what they're doing is more fun instead of paying attention to the outcome and results. So be bold, be adventurous, don't hesitate, do what you think gives you the outcome, but of course you back it with research. So never just blindly do things. Take some time, investigate, do your research. And then when you step into the ring, when you step into a situation, be bold about it, right? Sometimes you've done something already and sometimes you got to explain it. If you already did it, that's the hard part. Explaining it to people is easy. You already did it, right? Even if the consequences you think aren't to what you feel they're going to be, at the end of the day, you still did what you felt was right. So just own it. Yeah, I did that. What's the problem? You know, the last time I said I was in trouble, I'm grown. I'm in trouble. I can explain anything that I did. And if you don't like it, that's your business. That's your concerns. That's something you don't like. But I can stand on what I did. And I can tell you whether you like it or not. If I was in a situation, I'd do it again. Because the things that I do isn't for other people's ability to cope with it or like it. I have to live with myself like you have to live with yourself. So why do something for somebody else? Because it makes them happy in the moment, when you have to live with yourself and the decisions that you make that you have to follow through with the rest of your life. You want to play basketball? Play basketball. Oh, but I want you to play football. Guess what? I enjoy basketball. I'm better at basketball. I can enjoy myself more, and that's a game you're going to play and enjoy. At the end of the day, it's your choice. Now, you enjoy it, you make something of yourself. Everybody around you don't have to be happy for you, but the people that are, focus on that. Focus on the people who are willing to congratulate you wholeheartedly in the endeavors that you choose to, sort out. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you do and how you live with it. Because your character is based on the things that you do. Now, there are some things where you might want to make some certain sacrifices for certain people, and that's okay. Those are still your choices that you live with. That's still a way you feel, and that's something you're going to have to explain one way or another. But if you're comfortable with it, then by all means, make those sacrifices. But at the end of the day, be bold. Don't half-heartedly do something because you're not going to do it right. It's not going to work out well. And then you're going to be left kicking yourself because then you probably got to do it again. And who wants to do something twice when you can just do it right the first time, right? So, if you made this far on the podcast, thank you. I appreciate you. Check out Rel's Locker. It's open. It's running. And I'll put the link in the description. Love you. Bye.